Now, Switchglass are very proud of our R&D department, and one of the things that we do to ensure quality and longevity of all the products that we manufacture is test them to ensure that they will pass the vigorous standards required to be installed, whether it be in your residential or a commercial application. All the panels behind me form part of our R&D research, and essentially what we do is we manufacture one piece of switchable glass. Each time it's a different dimension, different size, every 3 months. And these panels are then catalogued code, and in this example we've got QR codes that give us the history, when they were manufactured, the dimensions, the size, and of course the total age of the panels. The switchable glass panels behind me come on periodically. They come on every hour for 1 hour, and they turn off every alternate hour. Now what we do is every 6 months we will look at each one of these panels, we'll inspect them. So what we're looking for is, are there any imperfections? Are there any issues around the edges of the glass and the center of the glass, and are they still performing as they did when we first manufactured them? I'm very happy to report that every single panel that we've manufactured behind me and inspected and tested is still operating flawlessly, from the oldest, that's 5 years old, to the newest, which is only 3 months old. So as part of Switchglass's R&D program, we look at the effects of sunlight and UV on the performance of switchable glass. If it's an external panel, all our Switchglass will be double glazed, and it's double glazed with a triple soft coat low E glass, and this reduces significantly the amount of heat and temperature that gets to the glass. This particular panel in question has been externally glazed for more than 5 years. For 5 years it's been coming on for an hour, off for an hour, and this is fully framed. So one of the things that we look at checking is the switchable panel performing correctly? Is there uniformity in the clarity from the entire panel? Are we experiencing any issues with potential delamination from the edge of the glass because moisture is getting to it? And on all those points, we've had no problems or no issues at all. So this panel has been external, double glazed, no problems with conformity, no problems with clarity, still performing absolutely perfectly. So another thing we measure is the temperature of the panel, and we have a thermostat which sits on the opposite side, or essentially the inside of the glass, and we measure the temperature of the internal side of the glass, and this is logged, and the data is then collated to see and ensure that the panel is performing correctly over time. So our latest addition to our external R&D research and development is essentially looking at what happens when the Switchglass double glazed unit is not fitted into a frame. So in this instance, this panel has not been fitted into a frame, and we're looking at the effects of humidity, heat, moisture, and of course the elements, rain, hail, or whatever might happen out here, and see just how long and how high the performance will be of the double glazed unit and also the laminated Switchglass as a whole. So that's something that we'll be measuring to check performance. However, all of our Switchglass panels that are glazed externally are always glazed, fully framed and protected, but for the purpose of getting a better understanding of what happens when it is exposed to the elements, we'll be carrying out this test.